If you or your business is sued, the last thing you want is to be held personally liable. And in this video, I'm going to discuss what you must do to avoid personal liability. So what is personal liability? Well, personal liability happens when you as an individual are personally responsible for a claim. And this comes into play in two types of lawsuits. The first is when somebody sues you personally. And a great example of this is when you get into a car wreck and that car wreck victim sues you as an individual. And the second example is when you own a business and somebody sues your business. And common examples of this can be breach of contract, or when you hold title to a rental property in an LLC and the tenant sues you for negligence. And when your business is sued, that claimant may try to pierce the corporate veil to hold you individually liable. Now, some of you might be asking, will personal liability insurance cover me here? Now, it's important to have personal liability insurance. And the reason being is that it'll cover you when you damage something or injure someone. But having personal liability insurance may not provide the protection you need in all situations. And this is because insurance companies have an economic incentive to not cover every claim. And insurance companies deny coverage a lot more than you think they would. So if you're sued and the insurance doesn't cover you, what do? Well, if you're held personally liable, you're going to want to make sure that your personal assets are off the table completely. And how do you do this? Well, you form an LLC to hold title to those assets. And these assets include stocks, real estate, and even precious metals. And if you need help setting up this LLC, we here at Corporate Direct would be happy to help you out. You can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with one of our specialists by clicking the link in the description below. If you have a business already set up and that business is sued, you're going to want to do everything in your power to make sure that the corporate veil is not pierced. And regardless of whether you're sued personally or your business is sued, here's the key to avoid being held personally liable. The key is that you must show that there's a sufficient separation between you and your business. And you do so by following these things called the corporate formalities. Now, I already did a video on this topic, so you can click the link in the description below to watch that. And for brevity's sake, some of these formalities include having separate bank accounts, separate records, separate stationery, as well as being in good standing with the government. And the more of these formalities you follow, the less likely that you'll be held personally liable in these types of lawsuits. So in conclusion, if you have an LLC set up, it's all about how you treat that LLC before you're sued. And if you treat your business and your personal affairs differently, then you're much less likely to be held personally liable. But if you don't treat your business and your personal affairs differently, the court certainly won't either. And in that case, you can be in a lot of trouble. I also have a new book called The 5 Tricks to Teach Your Kids About Money. You can download the book for free by clicking the link in the description below. If you're looking to start a business, you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation with us at Corporate Direct by also clicking the link in the description below. And as always, please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and turn on that notification bell. And I should warn you, the contents of this video are not legal advice and no attorney-client relationship has been formed.